hear that? That is the sound of music. Now, I want everybody to stand up for a minute. Don't worry, you don't have to do anything right now. Now, sit down if you have never listened to music to improve your mood or heard something that made you feel happy. All right. Sit down if you have never been able to pick out a tune or name a piece of music within about 30 seconds of first hearing it. Sit down if you have never participated in music in any way. And then sit down if you have never formally played an instrument. Okay. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests, you can please be seated now. This demonstrates how many people and in how many ways music has affected our lives. You can see by the number of people still standing at the end of that music does affect so many of us, at least in some way or another, you know, with maybe an exception. Tonight, I would like to build on different of the reasons how music can affect our lives. Music can improve how our brains function if we participate in it. Music is an event to be felt and experienced by our entire bodies, not just our ears. And also, even for people who cannot hear music, there is still the opportunity and the capability to understand basic concepts of music and participate in it. I would like to begin by speaking about one gentleman by the name of Todd Mackover, and he believes that everybody has the ability to participate in the musical landscape, and he designs software to help all of us do it. So everybody in this room. The kinds of things he designs are, for example, games for children to play, to get them engaged in creating a beat, copying that beat, and passing it on to the next person to copy. He also is involved in championing the fact that absolutely everybody with any level of ability is capable of composing and performing even their own music. There's no limits on your abilities. He works, for example, to demonstrate that point in creating software that allow people such as Dan Elsie, who have severe cerebral palsy, to actually compose and perform their own music. How he does this was by looking at the ability of movement and how Dan used his body and the control that he has and designed the software to pick up on those movements and allow him to compose and perform his own music. And I've heard one of those pieces. It is called the Eagles Song, and it is a very beautiful piece, actually. It's performed via computer, so it sounds synthesized, but he is still performing it. There is also, for example, he is also one of the minds behind Guitar Hero, which we all love to play in friends' basements, and even if we can just barely keep up to level 1, we can still all enjoy that game. And if you haven't tried it or anything like it, Rock Band yet or something, I suggest that you find a friend who has it and go and try it out. Now, before Mackover had even started his work developing software, there was a young woman in Scotland by the name of Evelyn Glennie, who at age 12 started to play the drums. When she did this, she was doing something unconventional for her position. she was accepted into a prestigious musical school in the UK on the second application. That is because the first application, they refused her entry for the simple reason that she was deaf. And she used her circumstance to open doors to anybody of any ability, to say that no matter what ability you have, a musical school, from the likes of, it wasn't around from Beethoven probably, but Beethoven couldn't hear by the end of his musical career, and yet he was still such an esteemed and prestigious musician. So she said, if Beethoven can be so great, why can't I get into this school? So she made it in. And she went deaf at age 12. Now, there's one more person I would like to mention tonight. His name is Charles Lim. What he studies and what he develops is technology so that people who have cochlear implants, they are designed for speech. They are designed to enable us to hear, for our senses to function. However, he believes that the senses functioning alone is not enough. We should be able to experience the beauty and the range of sound, the depth and the tone and the sound color and everything that is involved with the beauty of music. They can only hear with that implant flat. They can't hear any of the highs or lows of music or anything. It just sounds like a muddle. So he wants to bring that technology to a new level, a level where people who can only hear the basics now, given the miracle of hearing back, now have the ability to experience the entire range of everything that everyone can hear and experience the sound of music.